Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I thought I'd do a quick update on the market and talk about some interesting coins I am watching. Especially the comparison I'll do at the end with Sui and Aptos is just very mind-boggling, I'd say. First off, I'd like to remind you that if you're looking for an exchange, check out Bybit and PrimeXBT below. And if you're looking to journal your trades and get insights and analytics into your trading, then check out CoinMarketManager. There's a free trial if you sign up. All right, let's head straight in. So where are we at for BTC? Well, we're straight in the middle of the weekly 200 MA and EMA. We're sitting right on this 25k support. The futures pairs and stuff like that went a bit lower and actually took out the June low. I don't think that's going to matter too much in the end. I mean, it's nice that the liquidity there has been taken out, but overall, I think spot pair is always king. And for now, we should be watching this. So we are at high time frame support. This is looking perfectly fine if you zoom out. Obviously, there's not much to love right now, especially when we zoom in. If at some point we were to lose this support, I'd say this 0.5 Fibonacci level makes sense. But ultimately, I think this would be a very nice bounce zone. But, I mean, market structure technically still intact. This is an uptrend, so for now, until support is broken, I will assume the support will be being held. Then, when we zoom in a bit, and I had these drawings, currently we can clearly see we're in this small little range which we've built here over the past couple of days after this decline. So we're kind of stuck between 25k roughly and 27k. So what I'm doing is I'm currently just waiting for a move to either of these levels. I think it makes sense for us to take out this 27k level at least, even if it just means we reject again. And upon doing so, I would be looking for shorts, similar to the downside. If we sweep 25k again and we take back the level, I would go and look for longs. But right now we're in the middle of the range, so nothing too interesting here. And that's why my focus remains on alts. Bitcoin dominance itself, it's sitting right at this previous range high. I have been keeping an eye on this, and the price action around this has been pretty clean. Technically, this is support, but if we were to fall back lower, I would assume Bitcoin dominance continues trending down. I'm not sure it's gonna push all the way back down here again in one go, but might go to like the mid 40s again, which would obviously mean altcoins outperform Bitcoin for a while. But if we were to just bounce and continue grinding up here, I think the 56 level would be a nice area to watch. And this could, for example, happen when an ETF gets approved, I'd say. Then obviously Bitcoin would take off, leave alts behind. And that would make for such a move, I think. The ETF decision is next week. I am expecting a delay, as I mentioned before. But we'll just have to wait and see. Then onto the alts. Arbitrum. I think this looks very clean. Obviously, I'm a fan of Arbitrum. I think it's going to do well. It's a new coin this cycle. It has a lot of adoption. It's just been kind of ranging down here. And it swept this low on the perpetual pairs, but not on the spot pair, kind of similar to BTC. I'm looking for it to retake 105. And if it can do so, I would target this area up here again at like 128, 130-ish. Then on to Optimism, which is also showing strength. Obviously, Arbitrum, Optimism, both the main layer 2 scaling solutions for Ethereum. So it makes sense that these tend to move together. So when one is strong, usually the other is as well. And Optimism especially has seen quite a big rally from its decline. So it retraced most of this dump from the past week. And it's up 30% since. It's now getting close to this daily 200 EMA, and obviously the horizontal up here, but it's quite a bit higher. But I would assume if we can do something like this, maybe get above and then retest it to support, but initially maybe we might see resistance come in here and make some kind of higher low and then go from there. We have the EIP 4844, I think I said it right, upgrade coming somewhere this year, which should help these coins gain some more traction. If you want to know more about that, I'd suggest just looking it up, because I'm not the best person to explain this to you. I think there's plenty of articles out there that can do a very good job at doing so. Then, the most interesting coin right now, actually, is for me Sui. Some of you might know I've been tracking this coin ever since since its launch because I've been comparing it to Aptos. I think ever since about here, I was trying to figure out like, okay, we know this is probably gonna bleed down for a while because it's newly released, but where is it gonna bottom? So I've been comparing this to Aptos, and Aptos, and we're just gonna switch over for a bit. From its high after listing, it did minus 66%. So what did Sui do? It did minus 66%. Then from there on out, it bottomed. It rallied approximately 60% in Aptos' case, and Sui went a bit higher. Then it formed this range. So this is the range that has been formed. And from there on out, it was basically just similar to Aptos, a slow bleed down until it swept the lows again from earlier, and then from there on out, it retook those lows and it just took off. Well, right now we are at that point where we swept the lows, we retook it, and it seems to be holding. We retested it, so it's pretty. It looks clean. In terms of technical analysis, I do like this. Obviously, to get such a run like this was back in January when the entire market took off, and like a 5 or 6x is quite crazy. I think Sui is also valued a bit higher than Aptos, so it's harder to get such a move. But regardless, I mean, the chart is showing similarities. I'm not calling for such a big move here, but if we at some point here start breaking this downtrend by breaking this trend line, and we also at some point start breaking above these kind of levels, and especially if it would be able to break above this previous range high, which Aptos did up here, then I'm pretty sure we can assume that this is due for a bigger move. Obviously, the market has to play ball, and Bitcoin can't go down to like 20k for this to do so, because that would make it quite unlikely that coins like Sui go up that much in the meantime. But regardless, it's good to watch this. I think it's basically been the standard setup from these newly released coins, and it's what we see a lot. Just bleed down initially. Maybe you get like a few days of upside in the case of Aptos. Then you bleed down. It starts ranging. Usually it takes out the initial low. It retakes it, and then from there on out, it just takes off. All right. I hope that was useful. Check out everything in the description below if you need anything. And yeah, have a nice day and good luck with the trades.